I think I figured out why Blake Lively was so triggered in that interview with Kjersti Flaa, and I think it's the same thing that triggers her about Justin Baldoni. So you remember the interview, the one where she goes, "Congrats on your little bump." Check it out.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Obviously, I'm speculating. Last night, I was watching interviews of Justin Baldoni so I could get a sense of his character, and a video automatically came up of Kjersti Flaa talking about that interview. I wondered, why did Blake have such an issue with her? I wondered why she was so set off by Shasta, and it made me think about, why are people mean to nice people, which is something that I've dealt with. So I did some research. First, let me tell you about Shasta. She's a Norwegian reporter, and she's a very nice, kind of unassuming person. She seems very self-assured. And one thing I like about her interviews that I didn't really notice until I started thinking about this is that she treats the celebrity as, I don't even want to say an equal or neutral. She's not putting them on a pedestal. So she's having more of a one-to-one, like an equal conversation with them. And I think that gives you a different experience of the actor than what we might get otherwise. Okay, now let me tell you about Justin. Justin seems to be a genuine, nice, self-aware person. It seems like he didn't really treat her differently. He treated her as an equal, and also probably just without power. But that's not how Blake works. So I got to tell you a little bit about Blake. And obviously I'm speculating, but what I think is that Blake operates on a vertical relationship structure. So I think it's about power in her relationships and hierarchy. When she approaches a relationship or enters a room, she's seeing where she fits in, and then she needs everyone to play their positions. I don't think she operates from a place of authenticity, and therefore she needs to know how to act based on where she is in the structure. And I don't think either of these people did that for her. First of all, in this interview, Kjersti addresses the fact that she's pregnant, and it's obvious. I think the issue is not even that she said, "Congrats on your little bump," it's that she used the word little. And I think that for Blake, I think this was probably even subconscious, that little felt patronizing to her, and that was a trigger. In my first video on these topics, I said that I felt Baldoni telling her, "I appreciate your passion," was patronizing. I probably could have just said, I think she felt patronized by that. And I think that was a trigger. I also said that his greatest sin was not mirroring her. And I think this is the same thing. She doesn't want to feel that you think that you're above her, or she doesn't want to feel beneath you. In the case of the comment, "Congrats on your little bump," first of all, I think Shasta said that because she wanted to address the pregnancy without making it the focal point of the interview. I also think Kjersti being sort of an elder to her and making this comment almost down, but not necessarily condescending, felt like she was condescending. And that made her feel patronized. Once she feels patronized, I think she is literally dysregulated in her nervous system. The last thing I think might have been at play is the fact that "Congrats on your little bump" is sort of an endearing comment. Like, if my mom's friend said something like that to me, it would seem like loving in a way, like endearing. I don't think Blake is very comfortable with vulnerability. I don't think she's comfortable with intimacy or emotion, and that could be what threw her off about that comment. Then she was thrown off.
You've got two nice ones.
And they are kind of bumps, aren't they?
No, not bumps. The lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
And possibly the fact that she was thrown off her game is what caused her to react in almost a combative way for the remainder of the interview. The way this connects to Baldoni, besides the fact that they both have made her feel patronized, is that they're both nice people, and nice people are the ones that is easiest to try to reposition around. I think people like Blake don't see kindness as kindness. I think most of the time when they either exhibit or experience kindness, it's something to do with power. So we see these texts of Blake talking to Taylor, and they seem weird because Blake is fawning and sort of trying to affirm Taylor's superior position, or Matt Damon or Ben Affleck. And then we see how she interacts with the people beneath her. She's fawning to manipulate them. When someone is just kind and they're not really participating in that, that can feel like a threat and it can feel destabilizing. And I think that's what happens. I think when she feels destabilized in this way, she is triggered to either lash out or break down. And we saw both of those things happen in the situation with Justin Baldoni, which is why we're here. I also want to bring up this interview with Magnus, Kjersti's boyfriend. He's doing an interview with Blake for a simple favor, and she's taking advantage of him being a nice Norwegian guy to re-up on her power and pressure him into drinking alcohol during a morning junket.
How does the taste test happen?
It is good.
Oh, your voice went higher an octave. Just come on, just shoot it. Just shoot it.
I'll be
The
singing
interview
if
will
I
be so
finish
much
this.
more interesting. We just do like straight shots.
But I hear you don't drink, right?
There's more I want to add to this, and if you're interested in hearing more nuanced discussion and analysis, please follow me.